Good morning, friends. So we had a little cold front blow through North Texas, so I decided to take full advantage of it and head out and do a little camping. Now a cold front means it's still going to get hot today, but it cooled off last night and it's supposed to cool off again tonight. So couldn't pass it up. Decided to head on out here to Cedar Hill State Park. This is going to be the location of Lolapalooza 2020, social distance style.
She's lost. She's lost on land again. They lost my friend. Lost on land again.
So I wanted to come out and just do a little tour, kind of show you some of the campsites. So if you've made a reservation, or if you're thinking about making a reservation, you'll know what you're looking at. Also, I wanted to go over some of the pros and cons of Cedar Hill State Park. You can hear one of the cons flying over now. Yeah, we're in the flight path of the DFW Airport, International Airport, so there's quite a bit of flight noise going on. Also, we're close to the road, 1382 is the name of the road, just right over there. So there is road noise, and it goes on all night. So those are kind of the biggest cons. Oh, also, you can't forget the Argentine crazy ants that they have out here. If you need more information about those crazy ants, you can either Google it or talk to I'm Not Chuck. He knows them quite well. Yeah, a couple of years ago when we had Lolapalooza here, a couple of the guests did have issues with the ants. So I just recommend you bring some 7 Dust or whatever kind of ant deterrent you choose, and put it around your vehicle. Sprinkle some on your cord. Keep those ants out of your rig, and it'll be better. But yeah, they are annoying little ants. They don't bite, but they run everywhere and they get in your electronics. Another airplane going by. So when the cons get done flying over, we'll go with the pros. Another problem I have with this state park is it's actually, I think, the biggest state park in the state of Texas, but over half of it's closed, and I don't think it has anything to do with COVID. I think they're trying to restore it, I hope, because yeah, this used to be a beautiful park. There are several different camping loops. I think there's 6 in all, and I think right now 3 of them are open. So anyway, it'll be okay for Lolapalooza. I think it worked out great in 2018. Don't see why it wouldn't again. Now, if it rains out here, another con, we call it mud madness if it rains out here. It's very, very sticky mud, so keep that in mind. Yeah, it's all part of camping, right, guys? All right, so let's get on with the pros. The sites are really lovely. There's lots of green space in between, so if you like solitude, you can definitely find a little solitude, even though you're basically right in the middle of Dallas-Fort Worth. I think that's kind of amazing. It's beautiful out here. Lots of birds, a little bit of wildlife. It's very, very nice. Butterflies and stuff. Another pro is it's very close to town. That way if you forget anything, you need to run to town, it's literally just right there. And if you're with somebody who likes to go into town and do some major shopping, well, you've got it all. Pretty much anything you can want within 5 or 10 miles from here, literally. So those are the biggest pros. It's easy to get to. It's right off of I-20. Easy peasy. No matter what kind of rig you're in, you should be able to get here. No problem. Anyway, that sun is starting to come up for sure. I think I'm going to get on Zippy and let's go for a ride around the campground, shall we? Hey, thanks for coming along, guys. All right, starting right here at Site 1. This is also Tina's spot. Now, something that I noticed a few years ago when I came here, and something I'm noticing now, is there is a strong, how do you say it, sewer odor coming from right there. So I don't know that I would recommend Site 1 for that reason. Otherwise, it's quite lovely. Site 2, not real level, but lots of shade. Site 3 seems to be a little more level, also quite a bit of shade, but it's right on the other side of that road, 1382. Campsite 4, very lovely campsite. Campsite 5 is nice and deep, again, right on the road. But if you're in an RV, you wouldn't even notice that sound, I don't think. Site number 6. 7. Yeah, lots of airplanes today. Site number 8 and 10 are real close to the bathroom. These would be two great sites if you knew each other. These are actually usually campground host sites, I believe, but there are no campground hosts in this loop that I've seen. We've got campsite 9, which the picnic table and the fire ring are way back there. Kind of cool. It's at campsite 10, literally right on the bathroom. And number 11 is quite lovely. Site 12 directly across from the bathroom. And the trash facilities. This site 13, nice and level on this one. And 14, also nice and level and deep. 15 is a real nice one. Not terribly deep, but it's got a lovely picnic table area in the shade. And site 16. So this is site 17, and that one is 19, and as you can see, there's no real definition between the two campsites. So these would be great if you're with people that you know or that you want to spend time with, and still be 6 feet apart from them. It could be totally doable in those two sites. And then right across from it is number 18. Site 19. And this one is 20. 20's got some steps going down to the picnic table. And then some spare parking right next to it. This is site 22. I really like this site because it's on the end and kind of secluded, but so in 2018, this road was closed right here due to flooding. So I'm going to go ahead and take a quick spin around down there. I'm not going to film each campsite, but just take note, I'll film it with my GoPro. Some of the sites are a little rough. Like these have been repaved recently, and those down there I don't think have been yet. So anyway, let's take a little GoPro jaunt down that way, shall we? Oh, great view of Arlington from here. You can see the Cowboy Stadium. This is site 41. Yeah, definitely a cool site. Look at all that space behind it. Now this one's site 23, backs right up to another site as well. So it's again perfect if you want to camp with someone else. I'm going to go right up around this corner and see what that number is. It's right next to it. So this was the site that I shared with my friend Carol in 2018, number 61, and it backs up to that other one. What was it, number 23, I think? And yeah. So a lot of these sites have people in them, so I don't really feel I should invade their privacy too much. Yeah, I think you get the idea though. This is site 67. It's one of the double side by side instead of long in, so these right along here are really great for vans. 2 vans fit nicely. This is number 70. See what I mean about like the 2 vans would fit nicely? This one's very secluded. You have to kind of walk back into the woods for your picnic table and stuff. And right across from a trash container. And here's Paul Vanley hanging out in campsite 75. So much for that cold front. It's getting warm quick today, but I'm just going to hang out in the shade, I think. But first, I'm going to take a quick ride down on my e-bike to the next loop over. I think it's called Lakeview. Don't quote me on that. It's got sewer and electric and water at their campsites. I know a couple of people have already reserved in that loop, so I just thought I'd show you what it looks like. I hope you found this video helpful and useful. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or leave a comment below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So if you're thinking about coming out to Lolapalooza 2020, I encourage you to check out the Cedar Hill State Park website. Lots of information there. If you go to the map and you can look at each campsite, and it tells you what the amenities are, how far from the bathroom, and things like that. So I hope this helped, and hopefully I will see you in October. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Y'all, stay lost, my friends. Time for the neighbors to leave. And an airplane to fly over. Yeah, this isn't the quietest campground in the world, I tell you. And don't forget the 7 Dust at Cedar Hill State Park. Oh, we've got crazy ants. Yep.